amount of love I feel from God by tithing. It's a very moving experience. It's putting my trust totally in something out of my control in the one who created me. So it is that I wanted to talk to you about, because it is such an important part of our life. And as Orthodox Christians, it's something that we really need to try to practice. And maybe it's not 10% this year, but it's increasing and then decreasing to the world. And as we come towards the end of the financial year, our treasurer was talking last week how she was stressed out because there wasn't enough money to pay the bills. And it's led me to think about it and to bring this before you today, that if we all put God first, that we won't have any problems paying our bills. Now, in that lies some other difficulties, because then we start putting our own stuff in the way. Well, I didn't like the way that Father John bought those new bookcases for the library. Well, that Father Gabriel, he's gone off on another trip and bought a new car. What's up with all that? The way that I feel about tithing is, it's not mine, it's the church's. Now, I can serve in the church and I can hold people accountable in the church through the trustees and through other things, but I have to give freely. It has to come freely. I can't give and have all these strings attached to it, and you know, so and so didn't do this right, I'm not gonna tithe anymore. All those are things that come from the devil, who's in charge of the world and apparently in charge of our financial systems and the way that we get our loans and live our lives these days. So we need to understand where that comes from. Now, with that, after our 10% to the church, then if you really want to please God, you can give more to monasteries and orphanages and soup kitchens and all the wonderful things, because I'm going to tell you, you cannot, there is no way in the world you can outgive God, because God, everything belongs to Him. It's faith. Trust in God, and all these things will be added unto you. All these things. So it is that I wanted to talk to you about today, about some of my struggles and some of my successes. And now, as supposedly one of the Levites, as a priest, I'm not called to tithe, but I still give. And I will continue to give and support, because you just cannot give God. We can't take it with us. All those shiny things that we can want don't do us any good when we breathe our last breath. But the church has many needs. We have hungry to feed. We have people to witness to, and it takes money. It does take money. And it takes a lot of prayer. So with that, I leave you today with an unorthodox economic system and the struggles that go therein. Unlike some countries, our church is not financed by the government. It all comes out of our pockets, every penny. But if we put God first, we will sure to succeed in all things that we do. Glory to thee, O Lord. Glory to thee.